All right, so we are going to talk about our seed starting setup today. And we have a very basic setup, but I want to also reinforce that this is our second year having indoor growing. We did all of our growing since we started gardening and really trying to grow the majority of our produce outside. And it was mainly because we didn't have the space to have an indoor setup, and I didn't know that I could start seeds indoors and nurture them all the way through when it's time to go outside. So don't be discouraged. Don't think that you have to go spend a bunch of money. You just work with what you have and where you are. You can start your seeds outdoors. Put them on some card tables, put them on a rack, put them on some way so that they can get sunlight the majority of the day. And then if you have cooler nights where you live, just bring those seedlings and put them in a garage if you have one, in a spare bedroom, you know, somewhere where they will be out of your way, so that you know, it won't be like an inconvenience. But then you'll put them right back outside the next day to get the full sun. And if it's raining, that's fine as well, as long as your pots or your trays, whatever you're using, has holes in the bottom. That rainwater is the best water for your seedlings. You put them outside, you put them in direct sun. When it gets cool at night, you bring them back in. That's what we did for years. I mean, when we even got to the homestead, that's what we did. We brought hundreds and hundreds of our little seedling cups. I should have taken pictures and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't think of it. In the house when we got cooler nights, because we didn't yet have a greenhouse, and we definitely didn't have this shed to start the seeds. So I'm going to share with you our seed starting setup that we have now. It is very low budget, low key. Like I said, don't spend a bunch of money, okay? So I got these racks. I got 2 of these racks from the Home Depot, I believe it was. They were on sale. If you know me, I pretty much purchase everything on sale. I don't buy anything full price unless I absolutely need it, and it's one of those things that never goes on sale. But otherwise, I try to wait for sales for everything. So these racks, I believe, were normally $140, and right around the holidays, I want to say I paid $140 for both. I got 2. So it was a really, really good steal. $140 is still a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. But I wanted the all-weather heavy duty racks because I wasn't quite sure if I was going to start the seeds indoors or if we were going to have a greenhouse. I wasn't really sure, and I'm still very flexible. This shed, really its purpose is not for me to be starting my seeds. I need a greenhouse for that. And Super did build me a pallet greenhouse. However, it did not hold up to our hurricane season. The roof didn't. The structure was still standing. He actually just took it down and built the geese their house with those pallets. The structure was standing as far as like the walls, but the ceiling, the way that he was trying to make the ceiling is so that I could have the most amount of sun coming through. So the ceiling was plastic with PVC pipe, and it just wasn't strong enough to hold like the water coming down. It just came straight through the ceiling after, you know, we had weeks and weeks of rain, hurricane winds. It's, you know, we live on the Gulf Coast, so it's serious. But anyway, so eventually these racks will go out of this shed. This is not their permanent home. So that's why we went ahead and got the heavy duty all-weather racks. If you know where your racks are gonna be, you may go with a lighter rack. Like I know Walmart sells lighter ones. I even saw them at Target. So just shop around and do what's best for you in your situation. Now with the lights, I got the LED lights. They are, what do you say? They are multi-spectrum. So I do know that's one thing you want to look for when you're purchasing lights if you want to grow plants, is you want something that says multi-spectrum. You want something that says, you know, that it's for plant growing, because they need the full spectrum of light in order to be able to grow as plants and photosynthesize. Okay, so I purchased these grow lights from Amazon, and it's a pack of 8 LED full spectrum grow lights. I've seen other growers use just the regular shop lights from Home Depot and Lowe's, which if that's what you have access to and that's what is within your budget, get those grow lights. You need something that's going to be full spectrum, and you want something that preferably won't put off a lot of heat if you're in a smaller space. But other than that, again, I say just buy a few and see how, you know, it works out for you. So I'll drop a link below for the lights that we purchased. I did check the price. I paid about $90 for this pack of 8, and Amazon has them for $75 right now. So they're a little bit cheaper. They have served me well. Now, the only thing I will say is that they come in a pack of 8. So you want to think about how many lights you're going to put on each level of your rack. I originally thought that was a perfect idea because I could put 2 lights on each level and then I could have 4 levels. But you have to take into consideration like the spacing, and because my grow rack is so big and so wide, 2 lights was not enough. So I wound up putting 3 lights on each level. And so I only have 2 levels right now, this one and this one. And this level does have a light on it. I'm gonna order another pack of lights. I'm gonna order that same pack because like I said, I like them, they've served me well. And then I'll put 2 here, and then on this rack I have 1 more level. You can't see it off camera. I have 1 more level that I could grow on, and then I have a whole nother rack across the, you know, but on the other side of the shed, like I'm looking right at it, I have another rack. So I'm definitely gonna order 1 more pack of lights, and I may, depending on how our budget is looking, because we have a very tight budget, try to get Super to squeeze in another pack of lights for me so I can grow more, because I'm growing a lot of vegetables. I grow all of the herbs, and I really want to delve into the flowers this year. So we'll see how that goes. So that is our setup for the most part. I do keep a thermometer here, and you want to make sure you're managing the temperature. You don't want it to get too cold, too hot. If you can even get one, mine has a humidity gauge as well. So if you can even get one with humidity, that would be good to monitor as well. And so that is our simple setup. Like I said, you know, just don't make any excuses. Just do the best you can with what you have, okay? If you guys have any questions, just drop them below. I'll drop the specific links to the items that I use if you're interested. These are affiliate links, so that means that we do get a small percentage. It's no cost to you. It's your normal purchase that you would make, except Amazon would acknowledge that we sent you their way. All right, family, peace.